and all from the Second Age of Reason. How are you all doing? Today we're going to talk about words and the importance of words and how words are being used, and you might be assuming certain things about the words and not really getting the full meaning of it. We're going to take a few people in Congress, for example, and it's just the way they use the words I want to point out to you. I'm going to first pick on a Democrat, Elizabeth Warren of Massachusetts. She was used to question the bankers during the financial crisis and put together a finance consumer protection thing, and she's very good at questioning people and getting answers. I don't know how many prosecutions they got out of that, but she was very good at grilling them and getting to the bottom of things. And she got this Consumer Protection Agency happening now, which is good. But it's still not Glass-Steagall being reinstated. So that's kind of a point I want to bring out. Another thing, she mentioned about student debt. That's a big problem in America. $1 trillion of debt, making the students, graduates, indebted for a huge amount of time, and the debt cannot be forgiven or whatever. And so she's proposing a new way of refinancing it to make it easy for the students to pay off. But it would be my contention that these are predatory loans, and they were, put on students who were falsely assuming that they would have very nice paying jobs to pay off these loans, which is not the case. So my position is more socialist, and I would say simply forgive the loans and go to a public option choice for college. So that's another issue with the words. I have to be more specific. So the next one I want to bring up is from my representative in Congress, Sensenbrenner. You know him, the one that wrote the Patriot Act. And of course, after the Snowden revelations, he felt, oh my goodness, they've abused the law that I had meant for such good purposes. Right. And so he had all this indignation and has come up with a new thing, which talks about Congress relies on forthright, truthful testimony for oversight. So now they're going to have oversight of all the surveillance. But they're not talking about stopping the surveillance. They're just talking about oversight and having truthful people in there. Well, it seems to me, though, that the whole system, the whole process, the whole culture has gone beyond truthful and beyond normal. They go and claim so much as that they're going to look after your civil rights. Civil rights? What are those exactly? I'm not quite sure. It's a term that people like to use a lot. But I'm thinking, I would have liked to have heard him say, we respect your constitutional rights. What he should have said is, we respect the Constitution, the Bill of Rights, your rights in the Constitution. And that would have been a little better for the Freedom Act. And yet he hasn't talked about repealing the Patriot Act or repealing the NDAA. So all I can think of is it's just a bunch of blah blah that you'll say, oh, well, he's doing something. And in the meantime, the agencies will just simply double down, draw a circle around themselves, get more entrenched, and increase their programs, and hopefully they have better leak control. And another symptom of it is, okay, so you're going to have better oversight. So somebody must have pointed it out. Yes, it was probably Mr. Snowden and Mr. Manning and Mr. Assange. So, do I hear anybody coming forward with a full and complete pardon for Assange, Snowden, Manning and others? No. So the system is not changing at all. They're just giving you words. So keep that in mind as the elections come around and you talk to your candidates. Be specific about the words. You want your constitutional rights respected, not just civil rights. You want to fund education. You don't just want to make the loans more affordable. You want education. That's the goal. And so we have to be on our guard for language and the choice of words, because you have to read between the lines. Just pointing that out. Until later, we'll be seeing you.